Project 2025. I've talked about it. I've done some shows about it. I'm going to do a little fact check since everybody is talking about Project 2025 at the convention. So here we go. So over the past couple days, there were few false or misleading claims as far as factual statements, which is good. So here's one of the fact checks. Democrats on Trump and Project 2025. Now, this is a conservative think tank initiative that has been repeatedly invoked by convention speakers. Every night they bring out that big book, 900 pages, booyah, and they read certain things. So various speakers have talked about this, saying or hinting that this project is former President Donald Trump's own agenda. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont referred to Trump's Project 2025. Is it? State Senator Malcolm Kenyatta of Pennsylvania, she used the same phrase, Trump's 2020 Project 2025. Senator Gary Peters of Michigan, talking about Trump and running mate J.D. Vance, referred to their Project 2025 agenda. So we're going to talk about some things that are linked to it. Does Trump know about it, or does he not know about it? So Project 2025 has been led by the Heritage Foundation, a prominent conservative think tank working in collaboration with dozens of other conservative organizations. So there's one think tank is working with other think tanks, and they put together Project 2025. So their efforts, which began in 2022, is a detailed 920-page document called Mandate for Leadership, the Conservative Promise. Not exactly Project 2025, but Mandate for Leadership, the Conservative Promise. So this lays out hundreds of clear and concrete policy recommendations for White House offices, cabinet departments, Congress, agencies, commissions, and boards. And why did they put this together, you wonder? Some people say to take over the world. So the document proposes a variety of right-wing policy changes in a variety of policy areas, from immigration to healthcare to agriculture to education, plus a major overhaul of the executive branch that would significantly increase presidential power. So you're giving more power to the president. Do we really need that? So the document was published in April 2023 when Trump was a heavy favorite to win the party nomination. That's interesting. So did they put this together for Trump? So the document bills itself as an attempt to help the next conservative president, whoever he or she may be, hit the ground running. So it's a plan book, it's a rule book. So they're saying this really wasn't for Donald Trump, but it was whoever was that conservative president. Still interesting? Yeah. So is Trump linked to this Project 2025? He says he is not affiliated with it. He claimed in July that I know nothing about Project 2025. I have no idea who is behind it. And I saw that when they asked him about that. So CNN tried to fact check this and they couldn't find anything. But they said he knows who has connections to this. And that's interesting because I said this too. A lot of people that Trump worked with in his office and knew were connected with this Project 2025. For example, 6 of his cabinet members played a role in this project. This one guy, his name is Tom Homan. He was an acting immigration and custom enforcement chief early in the Trump administration. I wonder, how good did he do, especially looking at immigrants. So He worked for Trump, but he's also part of this Project 2025. But he says he has no plans to make part of a second Trump administration. But he doesn't want a part of it. So J.D. Vance, recent Republican VP nominee, his connection to Project 2025, they talked about that too on the show. So he has a foreword, and that's like a little thing in a book before you open up the book and really get into it. And he has this in this book written by a leader of Project 2025, Heritage Foundation President Kevin Roberts. So Kevin Roberts, who's a leader in Project 2025, J.D. Vance has written something in his book. And the guy has said that Vance has no involvement with Project 2025 and that Vance has a lot of disagreements with what they're calling for. So Trump's stance on Project 2025 proposals. Do Trump believe in any of the stuff that's written about Project 2025? CNN's reported they don't know how much he rejects. Trump has said that some of the documents are absolutely ridiculous and ipso. But he also said many of the points are fine. He has not specified which proposals he rejects and which ones he found acceptable. But if he's not connected with it, he doesn't really know much about it, how does he say he likes some of it and he doesn't? Okay. So this is interesting. Not too long ago, they had a hidden camera. Russell Voigt, the Trump era Office of Management and Budget Director, who is also one of former Trump's administrative officials, is involved in Project 2025. He said that in a hidden camera video secretly recorded by a British journalism organization, how did that all come about? I see what he's going to do is just very, very consciously distance himself from a brand. It's interesting. He's in fact not even opposing himself to a particular policy. So this was his hidden camera. They were talking about Trump. So CNN reported in July, Project 2025, here we go, includes many policy priorities that are aligned with those of the former president, especially as they create bureaucracy by making it easier to dismiss civil servants and career officials. Meaning you can get rid of everybody, but you can't get rid of the president. But Project 2025 has lately become a lightning rod for other ideas Trump hasn't explicitly backed. So something Trump hasn't backed, what people are talking about, including a ban on pornography and the exclusion of the morning after pill and men's contraceptives from coverage mandated under the Affordable Care Act. Somebody needs to break it down, bring that book in front of Trump, literally go through page, and talk to him about it. So a spokesman for Trump's campaign told CNN, President Trump's campaign made it clear that not only President Trump and the campaign and not any other organization or former staff represent policies for this second term. Is that confusing? Well, it is, but I gave you a little bit more to confusion. 900 pages, 920 something pages of Project 2025. Contact me, parkerman2011 at gmail.com, parkerman2011 at gmail.com, 216-702-3718, 216-702-3718. You're watching Keeping It Honest with yours truly, Anthony Parker Alexander.